Now, one of the things I've been noticing in our city in the last couple of years, it seems like there are more businesses, more visitors, and more residents in our city. You can't have net absorption of office space. You can't have all these new folks living in all these new apartment buildings that are being built and not have an increase in population. As a consequence, we started to look around and we said to ourselves, wait a second, these old census numbers just don't make any sense. And so we challenged those census numbers recently by formally becoming one of the first cities in the state of California to go to the Census Bureau and say, you're off. You're off by, we believe, 100,000 people. We actually hired a third party to study our neighborhoods and to look at underserved areas, to look at the number of people that are living under one roof in single-room occupancy hotels, to look at number of people that may be living out in the streets or our shelters, or our emergency rooms and our hospitals and the like. And we made a determination that literally we believe that there's been an undercount in our city by 100,000 people. Now, why does that matter? And why do I offer this slide as an important slide? Because I do think it's an important slide. Well, the reason it matters is the state and federal government actually invest in cities and counties like ours based upon population and based upon need. If you've undercounted 100,000 people, and most of the people that have been undercounted have probably the highest needs, then we are eligible for state and federal dollars. Tens of millions of dollars that has been left on the table because of the undercount. So we, again, have challenged that census data, and we're looking forward to finding out more in just the next month or two as we aggressively assess and determine what our actual population is. Again, we think we have a population well north of 800,000, and we indeed look forward to getting that corrected and moving towards the 2010 census by making sure we're prepared not to see an undercount again. Final thing that I wanted to mention that I think is an important part of any state of the city, and that's an important part, I think, of any administration. And anyone in an executive position needs to be held accountable for what they say. I've said a lot of things today. I've shown a lot of things on these slides, and a lot of things could be looked at as just assertions. They could be looked at a lot of words. But I want them backed up with the facts. The reason I did the slides today is I wanted to show you the facts, and I wanted you to challenge me to the extent that you believe I should be challenged. We may have gotten a number or two wrong, but we tried not to. I want you to challenge me on that. And that's why we put something together called an accountability matrix. I did this a number of years ago, and I think this is really important. I think other mayors should do the same. Now, I stole this, candidly, from Mayor Bloomberg in New York. Or I just borrowed it as a best practice. He was the first mayor in this country to do it, and I thought it was such a great idea that I decided when I became mayor, a year or two after he did, that I would do the same. So this year, we have submitted, and I'm formally submitting, accountability matrix that goes through November 20th. So it's not brand new, but it's not that old. Of every single thing that I have said during the campaign when I ran for mayor the first time in 2003, where there are 212 specific pledges. 2004 State of the City, 2005, 2006, and other pledges which include the 2007 State of the City, all pledges, 398 things that I have said I was going to do, press releases and other things where I made promises. 87% are done and ongoing from the 03 campaign, 97 for it, some in progress, some I reconsidered, some were just ridiculous. But the bottom line is we want you to hold us accountable for the things we said we were going to do. Most you see are in progress or are done. We have abandoned some of them, not all of them. But when you look at the totality, 81% of what we said we were going to do, we've done. 18% is still a work in progress. But I want you to know, mark my words, I'm not happy until we get up to 100%. These 17, just bad ideas that felt like good ideas at the time that we acknowledge were just bad ideas. But this is the area where I want you to hold me accountable. And I hope you'll take a look at this. There are literally hundreds of pages backing up this slide right here. It's available on our website. You can call 311 and ask about how you can get it if you can't find it on our website, the mayor's homepage. But I thought it would be appropriate to end this 2008 State of the City by holding myself accountable to everything I've said in the past, knowing that everything I just said today I will be held accountable for tomorrow, not only by you, but also by me and by our administration. We're trying to do our best. We grant that we can't do everything. A lot of conditions change. We have good reasons to move on and to argue against proposals from yesterday, and that's why we've reconsidered some. But in most cases, we want to stay the course. Most things are ongoing because they'll never be done. Poverty eradication will never be done. Fighting crime and violence, hardly something that is done, but ongoing in terms of initiating specific plans and programs we say we're going to initiate, all goes to, I think, a different approach to governments, and one that I hope you'll get some satisfaction from, or at least some understanding from. So again, I hope you've enjoyed this different form of a State of the City. I hope that you've clicked around to the areas of interest most to you, and if you survived the totality of it, well, for that, I owe you something more than just what you see on the screen. I owe you my thanks. It's an extraordinary life to be mayor of a city like San Francisco. What an extraordinary place. This is a gift unimagined. And here I am just completing my 5th year as mayor. And all I can say is I've been honored, I've been blessed, but I believe this at the core of my core, the best is yet to come.